show you some examples of patriotic wings that I've created. This one is done with the red, white, and then the blue. The customer wanted stars, and I used this beautiful ribbon that's double-sided with stars and stripes, and then just a navy and white and red and white polka dot bow. That's what she wanted. And I did finish the back, and I also have started purchasing these wreath hangers that's called the Wreath Mate. And I'll look it up real quick and tell you where I'm getting those. They're really, really neat. Actually, it's from the Wreath. The Wreath Mate is made by Personally Yours. And anyway, I really like them. They go on well and hang well on a door. But anyway, this is one example with the red, white. And then I have this one that I made that's just red, white, and blue with the stars with this sign that I purchased on Etsy. I really like it. All gave some gave all. So depending on which style you want, whether you want it with this, with just separated like this, or more blended like this one, will determine how many red and white and blue petals that you or feathers that you make. So anyway, these are the examples that I have here. I finished both of the backs, and we'll get started now. I'll be right back. The first step in doing angel wings is, of course, to prepare the heart frame for the petals. The first thing you do is to take your pliers and cut right here, this piece right here, out. Just put your pliers, the sides on the bar right here, and hold it down really tight, and it'll pop right off. You also will need to cut, all these were attached right like this. I cut them all apart, and you can spread these apart to get that wing shape. After that, what you need to do is take your glue gun and put little dabs on each of these sharp edges to kind of keep them from hanging on well, tearing your mesh and maybe poking somebody really bad. So put a little hot glue and let it sit, and then go back, and on this side, see, I've already started, put a little bit more until you get like a little ball on there. At least this is what I do. And it keeps the mesh from snagging and tearing. So I think it's worth it. It's just a little bit of hot glue. Just like that, to prepare your frame for putting petals on. Okay? And next, I'll show you how to make the petals. When you're making your wings, what you need to do or think about is the back side of the wreath. And so what I do is I take a piece of foam board. It looks like this. You can see I've already used this one. I get this at Dollar Tree for $1.25 a sheet, and you can get about 3 hearts out of this. But what you do is you take your foam board and you put your heart frame on it. And I'm going to pull my camera down so you can see. Right? Here we go. You put your frame on your foam board and get it situated. And when you're working with trying to get 3 pieces out of there, you kind of finagle things around. But since I'm just going to use this piece, so just kind of hold it down like this, and just trace around it, just like this. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go over here and do this side. Now, right here, I'm going to do it outside, further away there. I'm going to go on the inside, and the inside over here. And again, I'm going to go further away. And up here, I'm just going to kind of make a little, where that frame was, I'm going to do it just like that. And you have an outline of your frame. Then all you have to do is, I suggest taking a razor blade, because if you use scissors with this, it really kind of chops it up. Get a good spot, and kind of go outside your line just a little bit, and cut your shape out. Just like this. Yeah, just like this. Make sure that you have a good sharp razor blade. And this one was sharp the other day, and now it's not doing so good. Here we go. Just come right up alongside the line there. I'm going to go right here. Got my arm in the way so you can't see. And just come right down. Come up in here. And it doesn't have to be really perfect, because what I do is I take this and then I cover this with a fabric that will work with whatever angel wings I'm doing. Like if I'm doing angel wings that have pink and red, maybe florals on it, I'll use a pink a fabric that has pink in it to cover the back. And then sometimes I go ahead and Mod Podge over that fabric to weatherproof it. You just keep cutting this out like this. Whoops. It's not hard. If you've got a good X-Acto knife or a good razor blade, it's rather easy. This one's a new one. It's a little bitty thing, but it's working. So, and there we go. We have our heart backing for our wreath. And what you do is, as you take, you can see. Let's put it on there, and see how that's going to work. It'll cover that just right. In just a second, I'll show you how to. I'll go ahead and get some fabric and show you how I go ahead and put that on this before we even get started making the petals. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm set now. I've got my fabric and I've got some glue. I'm going to be using just this little bitty Elmer's glue, a school glue, to attach my fabric to the cardboard, and I'll show you how I do that. Just take your little glue stick, and I buy these in packages of like 6 or 8, very inexpensive, and usually at the Dollar Tree. What you do, just go over your heart. This usually shows up purple, but anyway, you just go over it and completely coat it, especially around the edges. You want your fabric to stick. So you coat it really well with this school glue. I used to use, tried using hot glue like this, but boy did I burn myself a million times over. So I decided to try this, and it works. So much and less, it's less dangerous, at least for me. So we get this all coated with the school glue. There we go. Making sure I got those edges. Okay. All right. Then all you have to do is take it and put the glue side down on your fabric. Just like that. Just like that. Then take your scissors and you're going to cut, leaving about an inch and a half around your heart form, I should say. Doesn't have to be perfect, thank goodness. Here we go. My scissors don't want to cut. And go right here, go up. around. This is the boring part. Okay, almost done. And I don't suppose you have to do this. I just think it's a nice thing to do to finish off this particular wreath. I do all my angel wings this way, and not just the Patriotic. All right, now I've got it cut, but if you go to putting this on here, when you get up in here in the curves, you can see what it does. It just kind of buckles on you. So this is what you do. You go around and clip just every inch or so into the fabric up to the cardboard. And if you're gentle, you can do it like I'm doing it, and it won't cut the cardboard. Especially in these curves. And right here, I'm going to cut right to that point there so that I can wrap around it and then cut there too. Hopefully you can see this. Especially around those corners. And so you can pick this up because that glue is holding that fabric on. Simple, cheap little school glue. Works wonders. Okay, here we go. Right here. Clip right there. And right there. There we go. And what we're going to do next is we're going to hot glue around the edges of the fabric so that it will stay for sure. But the school glue works to hold that fabric on while you're cutting it and getting it prepared. So here we go. And again, like right here at this cut, the tip right there, you want to go ahead and cut right at the cut so that it'll fold in correctly. And I'll show you in just a second what that looks like. Almost done. I'm going to cut some of this off because it's extra. It's just going to get in the way, and I'm going to cut right there. Okay, now then, what you do is you take your glue gun and you go around. I take it and I go right on the edges, right like this, right here with it to get it on the edge. And then all you have to do is take the flat fabric and fold it up just like this. And you can go pretty fast when you do that. When you go along the inside right there, you just put it on there and take your fabric and pull it up. And you won't burn yourself if you're fast enough. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I need a glue stick. I always need glue sticks. I run out so much every day. Okay, I'm going right in here. There we go. And you can see this is pretty fast. I mean, yes, it's several extra steps, but it's just nicer finished product. So, you know, it's just a matter of what you want to do for your customers, for your clients. And this is something that I just decided that I would do. Okay, keep going around. See, it's pretty fast. And we're going to be putting more glue on, but this is at least just to get it where it's supposed to be and fit it around the form. Okay. Almost done with this part. Okay. Now all I have to do, here's what it looks like on the other side. Nice and pretty, okay? And I'm gonna glue the rest of it down, but let's see, with your heart frame, when you put it on, you've got, here's the back side of your heart frame, the flat side. When you put it on, you'll put it on like this. And when I get to that place, I will show you. I put all my petals on first, and then I put my backing on. And I actually also do my florals and stuff like that first too. So anyway, that's how you do finish the back of your wreath. As far as the rest of this goes, I just go around and add a little hot glue under these pieces to kind of hold them in place. This side's not going to be seen, so you don't have to fret about it. You want it to be stable, you know, your fabric and everything, but it doesn't have to be perfect on the back here. Okay. Anyway, that's how you do the back, and I'll be back in just a minute to show you how to do the rest. To weatherproof the back side of your wreath form, I've got my fabric attached with the hot glue on the back. You'll see it's not pretty on the back, but it's okay. It's on there. But I want to make it weatherproof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to Mod Podge it. Just regular, this is gloss Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put some on there and let it dry. And I don't know if y'all do it like this, but I like to just kind of pour some out and spread it around. Here we go. And it will soak into your fabric. Try not to make a mess like me. But it is 10 till 2, and that means my weakness, my sin, I guess you could say, I love General Hospital. So I will let this dry while I'm watching General Hospital and then come back and we'll put this thing together. What do you say? Okay, I'll finish Mod Podging and I will see you back after General Hospital. To make the petals for the angel wings, you'll need to take 10 by 10 inch pieces of mesh. If your mesh happens to measure 10 and a half, then you'll need to make 10 and a half inch squares. So you take your square, and depending on which way you want the finished edge to face, that's how you fold it, depending on that. So you'll fold it 2 different ways. First time, take it and turn it into a diamond with your finished edge on the bottom left. Fold it up, matching the edges like this. Scrunch up the middle like this. And you've got pretty little wing looking things. Take this piece, fold it over on top like this, and scrunch it together. Take your rubber band and rubber band it. You can also zip tie. I do that more often than not. I'll use zip ties instead. But anyway, you'll take it then and then just spread it like this. to kind of give it some shape, and you've got nice, pretty angel wings. Now, this side, started with that finished edge on the bottom left, and however, the petal, because this is the finished, will be on the right side of your heart. So to get the petal facing the other way, so we have it facing the right side facing this way, we're going to take our piece of mesh and we're going to turn it the opposite way with the finished edge on the bottom right. We're going to do the same thing, fold it up, scrunch up the middle, flip it over on top there, kind of gather that, turn it over. You might have to do some finagling like I'm doing right now, and get your rubber band, rubber band it. Okay, and then take it and spread it like that and give it some shape. And you'll see this one is facing, I don't like that showing. Let's fix that. Here we go. Here we go. There. Better. This one faces toward, toward the right. So this one will go on the left side. This one will go on the right. So that the tips right here, this curves in. On your frame, they would go like this. And you can see how pretty that will be. Next, I'll show you the placement. We'll do red, white, and blue petals. I have discovered that the royal blue shows up better, in poly burlap anyway, than the navy does. So that's a preference thing, but I will show you how to put, where to place the white, the red, the blue petals, and we'll talk about stars, we'll talk about ribbon, and those kind of things. So I'll be back in just a bit. Now that I have my bow completed and my petals all made, I'm going to start putting this together, and I'm going to follow Tammy's guide for my pattern on where the petals go. So anyway, let's get started. We're going to start with, I'm going to do red, white, and then blue instead of the red, white, blue this time. So we're going to start on the right side, and let's get started. And I'll pull my camera down so you can watch. All right, petals on this side go this way. Petals on the left side go this way. And so we'll start with petal number 1. It goes right here on this crossbar, just like this. I said we were going to start on the right side, and here I am on the left, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and put this on here. And I'm looking to make sure that I have them fairly even down here at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut these zip ties so that they're not in my way when I put on the next 2 petals. 2 and 3 go on this bar right here, the inner bar. So let's go ahead and do that. This goes pretty fast once you have your petals made. It's just a matter of putting them on the board in the right place. All right, we've got 2. And let's see here. Let's put 3 on since we're right here. Gotta make sure you get that nub in your zip tie. I was having some trouble there. Let's go to this side. Put in 2. There we go. And I'm looking over here to make sure that it's matching up. I want them to look similar. They don't have to be exact, but they do need to be similar. Okay, that's 2 and 3. And I think with the red, I'll go through petal 5, and then we'll start with the white. So 4 and 5. 4 goes on this outer bar. It's wanting to twist on me. Okay. It's 4. That's where hot glue comes in when we're through. 5. Let's see, 4 and 5 goes in the middle. That's right. Okay. Let's go to this side. 4 goes on the outside bar. And let's see, we go to 5, which goes in the middle. Okay, make sure your zip ties are all covered. I think that's plenty of red. Maybe, I think I will go ahead and petal 6 goes here, above, right up across from 5. But I'm going to put petal number 7 as red. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. I think that will give it a straight edge for color. So we'll do the same on this side. We'll go ahead and put in petal 7 as red, and then we'll start with the white. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Okay. So we're at petal number 8. It's going to go right here. So we're going to go to white now. All right. Eight, 9 goes here. Gets easier as you get further up. And then we have 10. Make sure you get it all in there. Sometimes I get in a hurry and I don't get it as well as I should. I'm going to start using my zip tie gun. I don't see it. There it is. Use my zip tie gun this time. Here we go. Okay. Let's do the same on the other side. And if you're doing this with me, I hope I'm not going too fast. Okay, that one's got a lot of strings. Let's go with this one. There's 8. Oh, that's actually 10, isn't it? Yeah, that's petal number 10. Here's number 9. My white petals look to frame quite a bit. I have to get my scissors after them. And 10. Okay. And then we go to 11, 12, and 13, and it's the same way. We're starting on this. I'm going to go above this bar, though. Let's go ahead and get this started. Actually, right at the bar. There we go. Starting to take shape. Okay. Let's do the same on the other side. We're going to go above the bar, right at the crossbar there. Got a lot of strings. I'll cut those when I get to the end. Almost done. Okay. Now I'm checking to make sure that this is starting to, that it's even. I don't want it to be uneven, especially when you're dealing with two colors. The lines show up much more than if you're dealing with just all one color. Okay, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more white before I start with the blue. So we'll go up to 14. I don't know, let's see here. We'll do 14 for sure. Oh, let's just go ahead and go over here and do it too. Keep this balanced. There's 14. Let's do 15. And let's see here. I guess we'll go ahead and do 16 too, since we're already there. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's throw this away. There we go. There was 16. And I will tell you that I do add a few more blue petals than what we normally do. So just so you know. Okay. Twisting on me. And these frays are driving me nuts here. Let's see. I don't know if you guys deal with that, but I have nightmares about frays. Look at that. And I would burn everything. Okay. That helps. Okay. Let's see. Gotta go here. Just need to be pulled down some. And one more white. This one's fraying pretty bad. We'll put it on. We'll worry about it later. Okay. All right. Got all the white on. Okay. Now, let's do the blue. And I prefer the royal blue over the navy. I just like the way that it looks. It just, I don't know, it has it just glows. It's really, really pretty. So anyway, let's start on the left side. And we're gonna go with 17 and 18 right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put one right here. We're gonna kind of fudge it, make it a little bit, add a few petals. Okay, look how pretty that royal blue is. Really pretty against that white. I like it. Okay, let's do the same on this side. My table's a little bit scrunched, a little bit space is limited here. Okay. That one goes on the other side. Let's see. Here we go. This way. Okay. Now, let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to go back over on the left. I'm going to start on the top bar. Go to the middle again. The right side, we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to start on this outer bar. this one goes, I just need to scoot just a tad. And this one goes right up here next to this crossbar. Close to it. There we go. All right. Now, I could add a sign or ribbon bow, but I need to make sure that I have room here for it to show. But I'm going to be adding a fabric bow this time that looks like this. And my bow patterns I purchased from Etsy from a company or a site called Mill and Dill Designs. It stands for Mother-in-Law and Daughter-in-Law Designs. And they are wonderful people, and I love these bows. But that's really cute, and I don't know if I need to add any more petals. Look at that. Pretty cute. But what I think I might do is go ahead and just to give it some more oomph, add one more petal on this top bar. Let's see, I need one going this way. Let's see. These all go, here's one. There we go. I see a string. I'm going to put it way up here, close to this bar. There we go. Nice and tight. Same on this side. There we go. All right. We're almost done. Sort of. Okay. Now then, I need to attach my bow. But I want to make sure that I cover everything. If I attach it right now, if I bring it down to right about here, you can still see all this up here. If I put it up here, then you see this right here. So what am I going to do? I could add some florals, or I could do the simple thing and add another blue petal up here, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the simple thing. So we're going to put a petal, I think right here. Is this right? No. Nope. I got to get my petals have them going the right way. All right. This is going to go right here, right up to that bar. And let's do it on the other side. Okay. And we're going to do one more. We're going to go ahead and do one more right here too, just to make sure that we cover that bar. We don't want that bar showing. Just right up. There we go. More. We've got a nice full wreath here that you can feel really good about offering your clients. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Okay. This is what we have. Let's see. Let's get my bow. And if we put it right here, I can see this. gonna have to go up here. Like that. I think I'm gonna have to think about this. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Well, after much debate, I had to go ask a friend, what do you think I should do with this top part showing? And she suggested that I wrap some mesh around the upper part of the bars. And it worked. Let me show you what I did. I just took some more blue mesh and I folded it like 3 times to make it thick and wrapped it around the bars, went underneath, and made sure I came over my wings here, and just zip tied it onto the bar. I also went ahead and put my hanger on, my Wreath mate, that I absolutely adore these. I went ahead and put that on, and this is what it looks like now from the front. So it's not what I would want, but when it's hanging, it won't be that noticeable. Okay, I want to go ahead now, and I'm going to hot glue some of these feathers in place so they don't move. They twist, you guys know that. So I'm going to make sure that they're flat. And I'm going to just go and I'm going to hot glue along the bar, holding them on the bar. And that one there, I'm going all the way down. And I could do that with this one right here. I can do that. I go over here, make sure this is zip glued. I do this to all my angel wings because you guys know, you get them, you just barely move them and the petals will twist on these bars. So it's a good idea to do this. It's messy, it's hot, you burn your fingers, but your petals don't move. And you can carry your wreath around and do all kinds of stuff with it and it doesn't go anywhere. The petals stay where they're supposed to stay. If you need to add a little glue in between petals, like right in here to hold that one to that one, then do it. Let's see here. I'm going to come on up here and get these. Okay, I want that one to stay right there. Yes, I use a lot of hot glue. Okay, now this top petal on this side right here, I want it to stay right there, so I'm going to put a little glue right here to hold it to this one. Ouch. And I'm also going to glue that down, go in here and glue that down. Okay, put some glue right there. These are not going to go anywhere. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Do the same thing. Gotta make sure these things don't go anywhere. My hot glue is starting to get cold. It's not hot anymore. It's not sticking. It's coming out, but it's thick. Okay, I'm gonna let my hot glue heat up. That's the only problem with working with a cordless hot glue. My next step is going to be to put on the backing. Here it is, right here. Let me show you how it's going to work. I'm gonna put it right here. It's going to cover up my wreath mate, but there's still room for me to hook it right there. Okay. Now, the way that you do this is I take something sharp, pointy and sharp, usually these little thingies, and just start poking holes in it. I'm going to start right here, up here, and I'm going to just poke a hole in it. And I Mod Podged this too to make it where it would be weatherproof. I'm going to go through here and mount it to this frame. If I can get it in there. This is tough sometimes. There we go. Oh. Okay. That blue feather doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to stay. I'm going to fix that. Alright. And then you just kind of zip tie that. And I'm going to go over here to this other side. And I'm going to find a spot. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just poke a hole. It's harder when you Mod Podge it because it really makes it thick. And remember, you're going through fabric and you're going through cardboard and Mod Podge. Not sure what happened there. We had some technical difficulties, but I didn't go any further. So here we go. I'm still putting the backing on. Starting down here at the bottom. Poke a hole. Sort of poke a hole. There we go. And I'm using, these are 8-inch zip ties, pretty heavy duty. That's what I use with all my wreaths. Tie it and go to this side over here. Zip tie it right here. I'm going to put one right here. There we go. Okay, it's pretty stable. But I think I need to put one over here on the inside. Maybe right there. And you'll notice that it doesn't cover everything, but it covers most. And it does look better than just a bunch of the metal frame and all the gobbledygook that goes with the back of a wreath. No one needs to see all of it. Let's see here. Get my little handy dandy tool. There we go. Come on. Zip tie is hiding down in there. There it is. Okay. Okay, and this is on there, very nice and sturdy. I've already put my business card sticker on the back, and we have made a patriotic wreath for Memorial Day, Independence Day, Veterans Day, or just for maybe a graveside ceremony. Here we go. And there's our wreath. Right. Now I can go ahead, I guess, and add stars to the blue. I have them. I'm not sure if that would work because I've got the stars in this, but let's just place some and see what it does. What do you think? I think the stars add personality. So let's add some stars. And I'm going to be real random with them. I'm going to try to balance it on both sides. It's real important when you're working with that you balance. So I'm going to put one right here. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the same thing. And I got these stars on Amazon. They're just little felt stars. I think you get like 50 or something like that for not very much. I mean, I don't remember how much it cost, but they was very inexpensive. So, okay. We'll put one right there. Over here, let's see, it's about right. It's on, it's right in here. I think I'm just gonna stick it in between there. Actually, I'm gonna go up here. Okay. I think I wanna put at least 4 on each side. Okay. I think I need one. I think it's one more on my top wing. Okay, let's see what that looks like. This petal does not want to stay where it's supposed to stay. So I'm going to put a little hot glue in there to make it behave. There we go. Also going to put some right there to make sure that that stays covered. here. Okay. Okay. There we go. This glue is a little stringy. Okay. And here we go. Our patriotic wings with a fabric bow. And like I said, you can make them with a sign or a ribbon bow or with a fabric bow. There's just a lot you can do. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Sorry it's taken so long. We ran into a few things, little boo-boos and little places that we had to come up with ideas. We had to fix things. We had to be creative. But we got it done, and it turned out well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave your comments, please, for me so I can improve what I do. And I will see you next time. Bye.